What's going on, guys? Market's going to open here in about an hour's time. So it's Sunday. Hope you guys are all enjoying this holiday weekend. We are going to have so much fun coming up. I have so many things planned for live streams. I have so many things planned for the EVX Flow model, Discord, trading room floor. I've got a lot of educational content coming out. I'm redoing everything that I know, everything that I learned over the past 12 years. It's like a light bulb has gone off. I'm putting everything that I know bundled in together into one particular model. Okay. So for those of you guys who know the 20 SMA play, those of you guys know that I trade opening range breaks, I trade initial balance, I trade momentum, I trade mean reversions. I trade a lot of stuff, and I've broken a lot of these things up throughout the years in individual single strategies. But what I'm doing right now, what I'm very, very excited about is that I have now put everything together. Okay. So when you come into the day, you know targets, right? You're going to know where potentially we could be going long, where potentially we could be going short. If we do go long, where is that price going to push into and potentially reverse? Where's that price going to push into, potentially break, retest, and hold and go? And also, how can you incorporate staying out of an opening range break? Okay. How many times have you guys got into a 30-minute ORB? You get into the trade, pulls back 50 points, that's it, you're gone, right? Sometimes it's not the time to be playing the opening range break to the long side or to the downside. Maybe it's time to sit back a little bit and maybe wait for the reversal. So, as I've been going through all of this stuff, I've been piecing together a lot of the key components because one thing for me is, for example, when you guys are looking at a particular play, and I'll just use one of my strategies that a lot of you guys on YouTube maybe know, the 20 SMA trade. There's a lot of times those trades will set up and I just let them go because of XYZ. Because there's other things that I'm looking at on the chart. I'm not just looking at the one particular moving average and saying, "Hey, I need to go long," right? Just because we broke in confirmed the closure above or below the 20 simple moving average. A lot of times we're right at supply and we just broke long when realistically it was nothing more than just a back test into that resistance for the trend continuation down, or vice versa, trend continuation higher. So as I started to think about this, there's a lot of times where I'm holding back on trades, and there's even times where I'm quickly firing on trades because of some other things that are going on inside the market, some other things that I'm looking at on the charts. And it's, for me, comes second nature because I've been doing this for so long. But when I really started to think about it, a lot of traders don't have that much experience. A lot of traders are just looking at one thing. They're thinking, okay, 15-minute opening range is set. We broke that level. I need to get long, but what do they do when we pull back? What do they do when it doesn't hold as long, right? When should you be taking quick profits? When should you be letting the trade run, right? So there's a lot of things I'm going to be working on, but what I'm looking at as the market's going to open up here, again, limited trading hours due to the fact that tomorrow's a holiday. I will not be here tomorrow. I will be making educational content, but I will not be trading tomorrow. But one thing that I want you guys to keep in mind, what I've just drawn on the chart is what I think is going to happen. I think we are going to kind of sell down into the daily 10 and the daily 5. Those levels I want you guys to watch for potential mean reversions is going to be around 29,315 and 29,245. Those are the levels I want you guys to watch, because at those levels, it's going to tell us something very, very specific. It's going to tell us that we are going to continue this bull run, or we're going to take a little bit of a pause. And if we take a little bit of a pause, I have two fantastic prices that we can target to the downside come Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. Levels are beautiful. They are there. They are expected moves. They're already priced in. So if they happen, it's not going to be like, what the hell's going on? These moves are priced in currently. They're already priced into the market from the market makers. With that being said, if we pull back to these levels, which I think we do, and the market is weak, okay, there's going to be some opportunities, even if the market's weak, to catch a long-sided trade. A lot of you guys don't like to trade short. Okay. A lot of you guys don't like to trade short. And the ones that do like to trade short, you guys completely ignore all of the longs because you're too focused on, I can make fast money shorting, shorting, shorting. Realistically, each and every single day, there is multiple opportunities to not only short to the downside, but also play bounces. This last week, there was multiple days where the market was selling off, selling off, selling off, and I was waiting and going long. I mean, there was days where a lot of the members inside of EVX, inside the trading floor, they were making fantastic money on the opening drive shorts, and I'm just sitting here waiting on my hands. I'm sitting, and then boom, I take the long. 50, 60, 70 point bounces that were happening in the market, and I was scalping 15, 20 points off that. Because for me, trading long is a little bit easier. Now, if we go into a bear market, or we at any point in time, I've been through one, I could say for sure, 2022. Before that, I mean, there's been pockets and periods of time, but 2022 was probably the longest like selling pressure that I've been involved in. If we do go short, there's perfect opportunities for me to continue to ride that trend. I will be waiting for bounces to go ahead and get slapped and then trading those off of those resistance levels. But again, I just wanted to step on here. Very, very excited about what's to come here for the EVX trading floor. Again, if you guys are interested in learning how I use the flow model, how I use that EVX flow model, the flow map, the gamma rails, if you're interested in learning how I'm looking at market acceptance, momentum rejections, you're going to want to come stick around. If you want to try it out for 30 days, see what it's all about. Maybe it's a fit for you. Maybe it helps you see the market clearly. Okay. Maybe it doesn't. If it doesn't, great. You can put your hand up and say, hey, you know what? More kudos to you, but I don't see the market. You see it. But I'm trying to give an opportunity to teach everything that I know in that what's going through my head on a day in and day out basis. Because there's a lot of things like, again, I hate to keep making the same example, but just because the market pushes up off the open and we reclaim something like a 20 simple moving average, there's a lot of other times where I'm looking at where is the resistance? Where is this potentially going to stretch to? If it stretches there, how extended are we? Are we 1, 2 standard deviations away from the mean? How far are we below supply? Like, is this just a dead cat bounce that's going to be a little bit of a back test? Or is this something that's breaking out? So a lot of those things are going through my head. I'm looking at the ATR, which is average true range. If the first candle out of the gate is 90 points, 100 points, and the ATR is around 30 points, I know that we're 2.5 times extended. There's a small chance that I'm going to be going long when potentially there's going to be an aggressive snapback. So there's a lot of things that I'm looking at where I'm like, okay, great. This is the move that I wanted long. However, I'm not chasing this 2.5, 3x away from our magnet, right? So we have a flow magnet. That flow magnet is going to tell us each and every single opportunity where when we get too far extended, it's time to just put our hands up and back up and wait for price to retract to that magnet. Once that price retracts to that magnet, now we are looking at a break and retest hold where now potentially we're getting in at a better price, a fixed price where we can put a definitive level for stop loss, right? Because again, you have to imagine each and every single day, so many of us, including myself, those of us who are trading prop firms, we are trading with way too much size, okay? We have way too much freedom to go out there and throw on 2, 3, 4, 5 contracts and act like, we've got $1 million trading account. We don't. A lot of times we've got a $2,000, $2,500, $4,500 trading account. When you have those style trading accounts on a 50K, 100K, 150K evaluation or funded account, you realistically have between $2,000 and $4,000 worth of tradable drawdown. Okay. So when you have that, you never want to be risking, and this is even far-fetched, you never want to be risking more than 10% on a trade. So if you have a $4,500 account, you never want to be risking more than $400 a trade. Okay. If you've got a 50K account and you got $2,500 of drawdown, you never want to be risking more than $200, $250 a trade. But it's very easy to go out there and trade 1 or 2 micros where potentially, maybe 5, 6, 7 points is $200, $300, $400 in the profit. But a lot of us are not really thinking about the fact that if it pulls back 10, 15, 20 points, we're not only down 200, we're down $400, $600, $800. Now that's going to sting. Where realistically do we need to be positioning ourselves? Where realistically do we need to be sizing ourselves appropriately? Now, again, you don't have to have a 10-point stop loss on every single trade to manage risk. You can have a 50-point stop loss, a 100-point stop loss. I don't recommend it, but you can if you're trading one contract. If you're trading two micro contracts, sure. Maybe you're a trader who's looking to take more of the move, 30, 40, 50, 60 points. You're looking to catch those big trends, right? Then you just have to size yourself down. A lot of traders don't want to size down because they want to make the quick money. Again, very, very excited about what's to come, guys. If you want to join, if you want to get involved, we are a small group. Okay. I'm not going to sit here and boast and say we've got thousands and thousands of members. I've got about 10 guys. I got about 10 guys who show up each and every single days to the market. They put their input in, they trade, they manage their trades the best that they can. We all help each other out. It's a tight knit group. Okay. We're not out here trading for the Lamborghini, although it would be nice. We're out here trading to have freedom. We're out here trading to make an ends meet, right? If that's something that you would want to get involved in, link down in the description box below. If you guys are interested and you guys want some evaluations, 90% off Apex discount code right now, D Anthony. Again, I'll see all of you guys on the inside. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe. Main reason for making this video, guys, let me know. Just put up the new backdrop here. I think it looks pretty cool, kind of in line with the whole theme here for the EVX Flow model. Let me know if you think the background looks good. If you don't think it looks good, hey, so what? I like it. With that being said, catch you guys all in the next one.